Hi everyone and welcome to the latest instalment of Top 5 Grounds by Region. In this one I'm going to be covering Yorkshire. At number 5 I've gone for Bramall Lane, the home of Sheffield United. I'd probably say this is my favourite ground among the current 20 teams in the Premier League. It's in a good location, right in the centre of Sheffield. It's got a fair bit of character about it as well, and I'm sure for big games it can get a pretty good atmosphere going. Obviously, when I went, it was only against Barnet in the FA Cup, so the stand behind the goal was empty and all that. So, but I'd be quite keen to go back one day. When I have a big game like a game against Wednesday or a game or a big game or something like that, I'd be more than happy to go back and experience the atmosphere side of it. But other than that, it is still a pretty good ground and well worth its place in this top 5. At number 4, I've gone for the Infield Stadium, the home of Ossett United. Now, I've only been to this ground for for games involving the Yorkshire Canifa team, but even so, it is still really nice setup. I really like the bar there and things like that. And there's some pretty nice, get a pretty decent pie there as well, from what I remember. So it's well worth a visit. There's quite a few pretty good non-league grounds within Yorkshire, and this is certainly up there with them. So number 4 is the Infield Stadium, the home of Ossett United. So in at number 3 is Valley Parade, the home of Bradford City. I'd definitely say it's one of my favourite EFL grounds that I've done so far. I mean, if you've seen my top 10 overall grounds, you know that my favourite EFL ground is Leyton Orient, but this is definitely a close second, I'd say, in terms of the EFL. It's in a way it looks a little bit like a mini version of St James's Park, doesn't it? But that's not to say it doesn't have its own sort of unique sort of character and feel about it. Thoroughly enjoyed my day there when I went, which was against Bristol Rovers in 2017. As it happens, it was an early kick-off, so I managed to get a second game at Campion against Hallam in at 3 o'clock. So it made for a pretty good day. But I remember, but Valley Parade, good atmosphere, good ground, good day out and stuff like that. So well worth its place in third in this. Right, so the top 2 are probably going to be a bit predictable if you have watched the top 10 overall grounds, but even so, at number 2, as you've probably guessed, is Mill Lane Recreation Ground, home of Pickering Town. As I mentioned in that video, I just genuinely do enjoy going to Pickering. It's a nice little setup. Good people run it, and the ground itself's pretty good as well. I know sometimes it does get a little bit of stick because of the slope on the pitch, but I think it makes I think if you play it right, I mean, don't think it makes that much difference. To be fair, just the bar there is quite good as well, which always scores around some points for me. I'm not saying I'm a raging alcoholic or anything, but yeah, a good clubhouse and so on is always an important factor of a day out at a non-league ground. Very predictably, at number 1 is the Turnbull Realm, the home of Whitby Town. I've mentioned enough times on previous videos and on the Footballers and That Is What I Want podcast about why I like it so much, but I'll just go into it again just for the purposes of this video. I love the new main stand they've got there that overlooks a pitch where you get a really good view. You know, so you get a bit of a modern feel mixed in with character, because obviously you got the stand at the other side as well, which is standing, which is quite old, where the Whitby fans that do the singing for him will go. You know, there's good people there as well, and it's just an all round good day out when you go to Whitby. You know, obviously on the coast, best fish and chips in the world, and things like that. So yeah, it's gonna take some. It's gonna if I ever do get a new number one, it's gonna take quite something to knock Whitby Town off that spot. I've been to many grounds since I originally ticked off Whitby in 2014. Yet none of them have been able to topple it, which sort of tells you everything. So as always with these videos, there's going to be a few sort of honourable mentions that I'll not give out. You know, there's a lot of good grounds in Yorkshire. It's really sort of tough to. It's another tough one to sort of try and pick. You know, I like Northallerton's ground. Garforth's isn't too bad. I'm trying to think where else. Even Leeds, you know, Ellen Road, yeah, it's not too bad. It's got a lot of character about it, and and and, and things like that. Where else? Obviously, within these videos, I'm not going to be including demolished grounds, so there's never going to be Booth and Crescent or the McCain Stadium in this. Or with the latter, you know, I've got a lot of sort of fond memories of it. So yeah, that is that for this video. I will be back on Thursday night with I'm sort of going to be outlining the rest of sort of doing a provisional outline for the rest of this season 2020 to 21, and for the whole of next season 2021 to 22, which will be based on the current government roadmap out of lockdown. But until then, take care, and I'll see you later.